so it be. Who hold close and kept dear, were left there, won't know folks by next year. For ties cut, invest shares, perplex peers, rise up, reflect fear, for hex sneers, the rest cheer. Know we did it for a purpose. Poem of a kid who never did scratch surface until we own it. Respect the craft for proponents, cause it ain't over till the soul.
Remember what? You would hear a song you like, and you felt like it was about your life. Remember when you would write a letter to your girlfriend, and she would read it to all of her girlfriends. Remember staying up all night, talking on the phone. Remember skipping class with your homeboys. Remember G.I. Joe.
I used to play Mortal Kombat with Matthew. I swore he used to cheat. I swear I could never beat him. Those sour jawbreakers, I swear I could never beat him. Baddest chick in the school, I swear I could never meet her. Until I wrote her a letter telling her I'm a singer. Me and Terrence would draw pictures of sneakers. Me and Ashley used to be in the class singing. I wrote my first rap in the back of the class thinking, I'm feeling it, yeah. Feel the high that you get from the lie. If you feel it, raise your L in the sky. I remember selling my mixtape in high school. They was really kind of supportive at my school. I was selling cassette tapes for $5. I was making my own beats. I was beatboxing.
Brown, brown sugar, that brown for brown, ayy. 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 Brown, brown sugar, that brown for brown, ayy.
Hello everyone. I'm so sorry I can't be with you tonight. However, I couldn't completely miss the chance to take a moment to share some thoughts with all of you. The lesson I cherish the most is how important it is to love what you do. If you love what you do and it's making you happy, all the hard work and perseverance will pay off. I once had a guidance counselor tell me that I shouldn't play basketball, that it would never amount to anything for me. His negativity towards me made me stronger. You can't stop people from trying to limit your dreams, but you can stop it from becoming a reality. Your dreams are up to you. I encourage you to always be curious, always seek out things you love, and always work hard once you find it. So with that, I'll let you carry on with your evening. Please know I'm thinking of you, supporting you, and encouraging you always. Peace.
You crying? Shed a little tear there. Checking the microphone levels, make sure everything's okay, everything's right. That was incredible. A voice from the dead who's more prevalent now than he was while he was a prolific basketball player. That one video should describe to you today what you need to do. I mean, it's 7:35 or so. I'm looking at the clock here. And a little over half an hour or so ago, we got the plans from the president being relayed to the governors to begin reopening America. And I've been telling you for the last couple days, get ready. Things are going to happen. You need to be in a position to take advantage of the opportunities. Quit whining. Don't listen to the whiners. Don't listen to people out there who are being naysayers and, oh my God, the sky's falling, we're all going to die. We were in a war. Silent enemy, as the president said. We couldn't see it, but it was a war. Well, in 1945, during World War II, we bombed the heck out of Japan. Unfortunately, a bunch of people died, but we rebuilt Japan. We have fought wars all since and before then, and we always helped countries rebuild. Vietnam, horrible war. Tons of people died. Tons. And we helped them regain their footing on the national stage. So we had, I don't know what the number is up to, 10,000, 12,000 soldiers, and we're going to rebuild America. These people didn't perish for nothing. These people who succumb to this horrible disease, whatever the number is, they need to be honored, and they need to be honored by us doing whatever we can to help rebuild America. This morning we found out that 22 million people, 22 million hardworking Americans are today without a job. Can't stand by anymore. We need to move, get ready. And hopefully you're ready to begin taking that next step. And I found that video from Kobe this morning. It blew me away. And it says 3 different messages to me. 1, love what you do. If you love what you do, and you see this stuff I'm doing, it's at 7:30 at night. It's well after working hours. Jen's helping out well after her working hours. But I love what I do. I love doing this. I'm creating something. I'm building an asset here that we can use to help further our business, which I'll tell you a little bit about real soon here. The second thing is, don't let naysayers tell you you can't succeed. I can't imagine who this guidance counselor is in Pennsylvania who told this young, amazing basketball player that he wasn't going to amount to anything. Remember, Kobe didn't go to college. He jumped from high school directly to the pros. So some guidance counselor in his freshman or sophomore year looked at a kid who had just amazing potential, who had a drive to be successful, and told this kid, "Nah, you're nothing special. You're not going to be anything beyond what you appear to be, a young black kid trying to find a way, playing some hoops on the weekend. Yeah, you're doing well in high school, but you're not going to be anything." That's kind of people in our school system still today. I read an article, I'm going to find it. I read an article today that the San Francisco School Board is giving every student an A for 2020. You're an A. You're an A student. Doesn't matter. You're an A student. We couldn't go to school. We had this coronavirus thing going on, and you got an A for doing absolutely nothing. It wasn't earned. It doesn't mean anything. And which leads me to the third message Kobe said in that short 62 seconds. Work. Do it. Go for it. Don't let anybody hold you back. So right now there's a lot of people probably who are sitting around saying, hey, I can cash a check from the government for the next X amount of weeks or months and not do anything. You're a loser. I'll say it. Call me whatever you want. Put it in the comments. You're a loser. If that's your mindset, you were always going to be a ward of the state. You are always going to be someone to be taken care of. Pet like a puppy. You want to be pet like a puppy? You want to be taken care of? Is that what you want out of life? You just heard from a guy who perished with his daughter, who was giving people inspiration and saying, hey, listen, love what you do. Go after it. If you like it, do that for the rest of your life. You'll never work again. Don't let negativity, don't let anyone steal your dream. But then wake up from that dream and make it friggin' happen. So I'm hoping that some of you guys get inspired by this. And getting inspired is also giving. Getting inspired is giving without expectation of a result. That's what charity is. Charity is helping somebody who needs it, and there's no benefit to you other than how it makes you feel. There's 22 million Americans out of work. Probably a couple 100,000 or more right here in South Florida. So what did we do? We decided we were going to start a virtual food drive and connect with Feeding South Florida through Facebook and start raising some money for meals for hungry people in South Florida. So let's look at where we are as of right now. So as of right now, we have raised, drum roll, $2,600. Not a lot, but remember, we've only been doing this a little over weeks. In fact, this is number 8 of our videos. But that $2,600 represents 26,000 meals. So make sure you understand that. For every dollar that you give, Feeding South Florida, which is a part of Feeding America, is able to provide anywhere between 8 to 10 meals for people who are hungry in the state of Florida. $1, 10 people, 10 meals fed. You can definitely spare a dollar. It's going to make you feel good, and it's going to help somebody here in South Florida who really needs it. So don't say you can't do it. Don't say that you can't reach in your pocket, pull out the credit card, hit that donate button, and give $1 or so or more to a great cause. And that's feeding fellow South Floridians. So I've got something special for you before we close tonight. So please stick around. If you thought that Kobe video was intense, what I'm going to play for you in a little bit is going to shock you. And for those of you who are sitting on the couch or sitting on, anywhere, on your laptop, on your computer, on your phone, and you see this video I'm going to play for you at the end, if you don't want to just get up and run out and run through the door and get yourself in the best position to succeed now that we're reopening America again. I love that. I love that. So let's also look at something else here. Let me pull off this pip, go in here, and let's talk about Boeing. You think I'm kidding? Remember I said that there were going to be some companies that were going to begin opening up right away, and there's going to be basically a mad rush to see if these people can get their jobs back and everything. Well, here's one for you. Boeing. Boeing is restarting its commercial airplane production next week. Immediately after Boeing announced that, boom, Boeing stock rallies after company says it's going to resume aircraft making. So what does that mean for you? Number one, if you have any spare money or if you've been in the stock market, get in now. I'm telling you what's going to happen over the next couple of days is going to be amazing. It may dip a little bit because everybody's going to want to get back in, but stay there and watch what happens over the next 4, 5, 6 days of trading. It's just going to be amazing. And then you can scroll back and see this video and say, hey, Barry, you're full of crap. Nothing happened. Well, I think it is. I think it is going to happen. I think we're going to see a rebound like we've never seen before. People keep saying a Great Depression, big recession, all these things. I saw Cardi B giving financial advice. Yeah, she's made a lot of money, but if you want to take financial advice from Cardi B, by all means, go ahead and listen to her. But don't listen to me. Watch the stock market. Watch what happens in real estate once people can begin selling and buying houses again and actually feel comfortable going out to showings. Once the realtors get back going again, things are going to happen. So what's going to happen here? I guess in Florida, the next stage is for Governor DeSantis to begin making an order. And with that order, we understand that restaurants are going to have a delayed, but they're going to be able to open with some social distancing requirements, but they're going to open. Remember what I told you yesterday, how to get ready to approach a business owner and say you can help them, provide some value to them. Remember, the amount of compensation somebody wants to pay you is going to be based upon the value you can give to them. Let me say that again. The amount of money you are going to earn is directly reflective of the value you provide to somebody else. So if you don't have value to provide to somebody, don't expect to earn big bucks. Go the extra mile. Make a podcast. Do videos at 7:45 at night. Do what you need to do to go the extra mile. So let me, it's, as a former athlete, I knew I couldn't show up at the games or into summer camp out of shape. I had to do all the work prior to that to be ready when we got to summer camp. Summer camp, they call it training camp, but you show up to a training camp out of shape and see what happens. You'll be dogged. You'll be sent packing. You need to be in shape. I told you before, get in shape. And that doesn't just mean physical shape, mental shape. Be ready. Get the stress going. Get out there. Start lining up where you think you're going to go hit. As soon as they say, boom, go, where are you going to go? So I'm just telling you, be ready. I know there's a lot of people with a lot of trepidation right now. They don't know what's going to happen. They're worried that they're going to catch the Rona. But be ready. There's going to be a lot of money made in the next 30, 60, 90 days. And I'm hoping you guys are in a position to earn some of that money. And I'd love to help you along the way. So who am I? Well, we're Accihelp. And we help people who need help, especially after they've had a car accident, if they need to be put in touch with a doctor or a lawyer, we will help them do so. And by helping them do so, we hope that they get the treatment that they need and they get attorneys that help fight for the money that they're entitled to after they've had an accident. Funny story for you. Yesterday we got some responses from some people, and it was a lady who was fighting a custody battle. Her husband or boyfriend or whatever hasn't paid child support in almost 4 months. So we don't really deal with that. That's not our forte. We deal with accidents, but you know what? Somebody needed help. And that woman, we're going to try and help her find a family law attorney. So today we get another message from somebody who needs help. We don't know when they first engage what they need. This woman texted us and she's speaking Spanish, and luckily Jen speaks Spanish. The lady needed someone to help her because she's got I almost swore, she's got a landlord that wants to evict her. She didn't know that he can't evict her right now. This is a no-brainer, and I wish I knew the guy's name. I'd put him on full blast right now. I'm serious, full blast. I'd just blow it out and just let this guy who's jumping on this woman and telling her he's going to evict her if she doesn't get her rent. Oh boy, I'd love to see that. Now understand, we help, and if it means going off track and helping somebody with a basically a real estate attorney, then we'll go ahead and forward that information. But that's what we do. That's what we're going to do. We're going to be here to help people no matter what they need. And if it's not in our lanes per se in terms of helping people with car accidents, we're still going to help people. Because you know why? This is the time when people are going to need help. This is the time when you need to reach out to your friends, your neighbors, your brothers and sisters, and say, hey, listen, what can I do for you? If we're truly all in this together, then let's go ahead and do this together. So without further ado, let's look at today's stats. So let's go ahead and over to the board here. And what are we seeing? We're seeing that today's I don't even feel like doing this anymore because we're gonna open up again. But I'll humor you guys and let's do that. Did I have the picture on the whole time? Boy, getting these buttons ready is crazy. But I wish I had another person here who's looking for a job. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Opportunity everywhere. So anyway, as of today, and let me refresh and see if anything has happened. As of today, we're looking at 23,340 cases of the Rona. 22,000 positive, 3,400 hospitalizations, and 668 deaths. And as I've told you, just keep watching that trend line. Here's a mouse. I hope we can see it. That trend line's still going down, even though we had a spike from yesterday and we had a spike the other day. It's the trend lines. That's what everyone's talking about. If this is the peak, and this peak was on April 3rd, nothing has come close to that, and now it's way off. You can see that, can't you? Excuse me, I want to take a drink. So that's what you look at. We hit our peak. That's the top of the ladder, and we're still working our way down with a couple bumps along the way. So we go over to the testing. Wow, here we go again. 225,000 test, 23,000 positive, 200,000 negative. And what is the number I've been focused on the whole time? Percent positive. We're stuck at 10%, 10.5%. That's a good thing. That means we are completely stable. We are going to be pulling on this thing real soon, and you need to be ready. You need to absolutely be ready. So this afternoon, or just a little while ago when the president was speaking, he was talking about how there's a number of states that haven't had any corona issues in the last day or so. I found that to be of disbelief to myself. I'm like, what do you mean? There's like 6 or 7 states that haven't had any corona. So I said, okay, let's go ahead and check it out ourselves. So again, we know basically the New York area is just toast. I feel really bad for them, but as their numbers keep going up, we just need to get Snake Plissken and put a fence around New York and just hold them back, because it's just not. It's slowing, but man, people are still dying. 888 yesterday. So when the president was talking, I started looking at this, and when I started looking at it, I'm like, where is the numbers where it shows no cases? So I went to today, and so you sort it, and look at all these states with no deaths. Wyoming, nothing. Montana, nothing. Hawaii, nothing. North Dakota, none. Alaska, none. West Virginia, none. Nebraska, none. New Mexico, none. Idaho, none. So that's actually more. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 states with, oh, here was another one. South Carolina, 10 states. I'm going up again. Missouri, 11. Colorado, 12. Washington, 13. So all these states haven't had any deaths. Incidentally, Washington is where Boeing is up in Seattle, so they're opening up. So we're getting a lot of states that aren't seeing any deaths. Yeah, there's people still getting infected, except for Wyoming didn't even have a case yet. They've got no cases and no deaths. Let's see down here. Most of these are very nominal. South Dakota's got more cases, but remember, those were all, or most of them were at that one meat processing plant. Smithfield, I believe it's called, had a problem. So basically what we're seeing, and we're seeing it across the board, is things are dipping. So there's no reason to keep Montana and Hawaii and North Dakota and some of these states closed so we can go into a phase and begin opening. So I'm not looking for you to move to any of these states. I'm saying wait to see what's going to be happening here. Florida, I don't know where we are. Let me just go ahead and sort by state. Florida, we had 668 total deaths. We had 54 today in a state of 21 million. So our number of deaths per million is really low, comparatively speaking. And so that's it. It's time to go. Time to go to work. What are you going to do? What are you going to do starting tonight to plan for the reopening of America, and more importantly, getting yourself on a track to get back to work, get back to business if you open your own business, get back to business if you want to try a new business. Maybe you don't want to go back to work. Maybe you said, you know what, I've been home for a month, and I'm seeing some things where I think I can make some money, and I don't need to be in an office, and I can probably get paid more than what I'm getting paid at my job. I don't need the government check. Let me go ahead and start a new business. Now's the time. Now is the time to do that. I mentioned it to you before. It's all about something very simple. It's all about how bad do you want it. No one else is going to tell you, like Toby said, no more naysayers. Do what you feel is best for you. But you got to want it. There's no one that's going to wake you up in the morning and say, get to work. It's almost 8 o'clock and I'm recording this video. Then I got to edit. Well, this is a live one, but I got to get ready to post it on Facebook and do some things. And so I won't even get to dinner until probably 9:15 tonight. Then I'll go spend some time with my wife. Then we'll watch a movie or so, and I'll probably pass out and start snoring. And then guess what? She'll wake me up, and I'll get back in here and work till like 1 o'clock in the morning on my real job, on my real business, to be ready the same way I'm telling you guys. I'm telling you to make sure you can provide value to somebody to earn their trust, to earn their money because you're driving value for them. It's not about, hey, give it to me. It's about what you can do for them. If you're expecting a client or if you're expecting a well-paying job. No more sitting around looking at the watch, punching the clock. Hey, what time do I get off tonight? Hey, it's 5 o'clock. It's 4:59. It's 4:59. Wait, hey man, it's 4:59. I need to get the F out of here. I got to get to happy hour or wherever. Nah, that's the old days. That's for losers. That's for losers. That's some strong language, but you got to want it. No one can make you want it. No one's going to make you get there an hour early and leave an hour later and then go home and work another couple hours because you got to want it. You got to love what you do. What did Simon Sinek say in the video I sent yesterday? Come on, I'll wait. People don't buy what you do. They buy why you do it. The goal is not to do business with everybody. The goal is to do business with people who believe what you believe. There's been a lot discussed here in this quick 30 minutes of video. You may have to rewind this. You may have listened to the Kobe video again. You may listen to some of the stuff I'm saying, but these next 5 minutes, I want you to turn up the volume. I want you to watch this video in its entirety. Share it with somebody when you see what's said here. And you tell me after watching this video if you think you are ready to do what it takes to go to the next level. You want to level up? Do you want to level up? Well, I got something for you. So let's go ahead and enjoy this. Let me make sure everything's working, and it should be. And
it was a young man who, he wanted to make a lot of money, and so he went to this guru, right? And he told the guru, I want to be on the same level you are. And so the guru said, if you want to be on the same level I'm on, I'll meet you tomorrow at the beach. So the young man got there at 4 a.m. He all ready to rock and roll, got on the suit. He should have wore shorts. The old man grabs his hand and said, how bad do you want to be successful? He said, real bad. He said, walk on out in the water. So he walks out into the water. Watch this. When he walks out into the water, it goes waist deep. So he like, this guy crazy. dream. Like, I want to make money. He got me out here swimming. I didn't ask to be a lifeguard. I want to make money. He got me in. So he said, come out a little further. Walked out a little further. Then he had it right around this area, the shoulder area. So this old man crazy. He making money, but he crazy. He said, come on out a little further. Came out a little further. Was right at his mouth. My man like, I'm about to go back in here. This God is mine. So the old man said, I thought you said you wanted to be successful. He said, I do. He said, walk a little further. He came, dropped his head in, held him down, hold him down. My man getting scratching, holding him down. He had him held down. Just before my man was about to pass out, he raised him up. He said, I got a question for you. He told the guy, he said, when you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful. I don't know how many of y'all got asthma in here today, but if you ever had an asthma attack before, you short of breath, SOB, shortness of breath, you wheezing. The only thing you trying to do is get some air. You don't care about no basketball game. You don't care what's on TV. You don't care about nobody calling you. You don't care about a party. The only thing you care about when you're trying to breathe is to get some fresh air. That's it. And when you get to the point where all you want to do is be successful as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful. And I'm here to tell you, number one, that most of you say you want to be successful, but you don't want it bad. You just kind of want it. You don't want it badder than you want to party. You don't want it as much as you want to be cool. Most of you don't want success as much as you want to sleep. Some of you love sleep more than you love success. And I'm here to tell you today, if you're going to be successful, you got to be willing to give up sleep. You got to be willing to work off for 3 hours of sleep, 2 hours. If you really want to be successful, some days you're going to have to stay up 3 days in a row. Because if you go to sleep, you might miss the opportunity to be successful. That's how bad you got to want it. You got to go days without, listen to me, you got to want to be successful so bad that you forget to eat. Beyonce said once she was on the set doing her thing, 3 days had gone by, she forgot she didn't eat. Because she was engaged. I never forget when 50 Cent was doing his movie, I did a little research on 50, and 50 said that when he wasn't doing the movie, he was doing the soundtrack. And they said, when do you sleep, 50? Sleep. He said, sleep. Sleep is for those people who are broke. I don't sleep. He said, I got an opportunity to make a dream become a reality. Don't cry to quit. You already in pain, you already hurt. Get a reward from it. Don't go to sleep until you succeed. Listen to me. I'm here to tell you today that you can come here, you can jump up, you can do flips, you can be excited when we give away money. But listen to me, you'll never be successful until I don't have to give you a dime to do what you do. You won't be successful until you say, I don't need that money. Because I got it in here.
That kid, oops, excuse me, I got my volume up too high on the speakers. That kid ended up being an NFL player. And the guy talking is a preacher who has been making motivational videos. And I remember seeing that and saying to myself, how bad do you want it? I've showed this to a few people over the years. And every time somebody looked at it and went, wow. That's powerful. So between what Kobe said earlier and that video, I'm issuing a challenge to you. And that challenge is, how bad do you really want it? Show that to your kids. Show that to your spouse. Watch it yourself over and over. Double back and watch Simon Sinek's video. I'm trying to give you guys a recipe. And that recipe is to do what you like to do. Do what you love to do. You're never going to work again. Find people who believe what you believe and work with them. Remember, people don't buy anything except what you do. They buy why you do it. People don't buy what you do. They buy why you do it. Love what you do. Don't let anyone say anything negative to you and let it impact you. And one of the things in that football video, which is really funny, is he talked about Beyonce and he talked about 50. And he said they both would work sometimes for days straight. You may not believe that. I've been in a recording studio with some rap artists, and they're there just pounding beats and trying to do the best track that they can do. They're perfectionists. I mean, we've heard the stories about Michael Jackson. I can tell you from my days as a concert promoter, there are some artists out there who will work and not even sleep. So what I find funny is we hear all this stuff on Twitter and sometimes on Facebook about people being woke. That's a load of crap. If you were woke, you wouldn't need to sleep. If you were woke, you wouldn't need the government to hand you any money. If you were woke, you'd be providing value to someone who's willing to pay you for that value. If you were woke, you'd be seizing the opportunities around you instead of complaining. Now, yesterday Jen told me, hey, listen, you need an outro because I'm not doing something that says, hey, watch the next video, and she's absolutely right. But you know what I have to do? I have to get this one done, go spend some time with my wife, and then come in here. Tomorrow, you're going to see a powerful outro as a part of the videos that I'm going to be doing. So thanks again for watching. Watch tomorrow. We're going to continue this series on what you need to do to get ready to make yourself valuable and make some money. And don't forget, my name is, because I forgot to do it earlier, Barry Cunningham, and I'll be here every night at 7:30. I'm looking forward to helping anyone who needs help. Again, we are Accipay, and the number is 800-945-6001. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time tomorrow at 7:30. Same bat channel, same bat station. Thanks.